but I think that the ALK might give you a little bit better odds than that. I was just thinking, sorry.
No,
I wasn't trying
no
to be
thinking
edgy
allowed.
or anything like that.
You need to be a Dota.
I just
Dota
wanted
robot.
to... I had to remember the lineups.
God, this Dragon Knight set is so sick.
You a fan?
Yeah, I stand this one. So, how are lanes going to look? We saw an offensive tri-lane last time around from OG. Do you expect more standard lanes this game?
I think they're going to do... It looks like they're doing mid-Ricky, judging by his item build.
Does Ricky do well against, I believe it'll be the Shad Alk? Yeah, it looks like Shad's going
Yeah, I think it does all right, at least it free farms. And you have good mana or HP regen, so you don't care too much about the acid spray.
Okay, and that would give 33 the safe lane versus a Beastmaster.
Yeah, which I think is why he went Quelling Blade, but he's like pretty light on regen. And then they
Imagine I'll ferry somehow.
They're trying to contest right now for the bounty runes.
They're contesting both sets, as Seb and NoTail are dancing on the bottom side, while they also look to take top.
Okay, Seb got that
so
one.
far, a 2-for-1.
It's going to be 2
one
for
to
2.
be claimed by Celery, so he'll get that.
If you get like 3, you're in a really good position.
They're still chasing Shad and just haranguing him. Don't want to give this Alk a free game, not even with that first wave, and neither hero blocking.
Don't make life easy.
33 going to drive by. He is going to end up heading bottom, so they leave Seb in this lane versus the Beastmaster in the end. And all the while, Saksa trying to do some creep pulling shenanigans. He'll TP out. Musical lanes, but looks like they're going to settle down now. Seb and NoTail are starting to put the harass on Toby, but should be okay at this buckler start. Just a lot of dancing about, and Shad is eventually going to mosey down to bottom, arriving right as 33 starts to pull the wave, and I guess we're going to see Boom TPing. What is going on? Man, OG is just really throwing them for a loop here with the lanes.
Yeah, they really wanted Alk versus the Darkseer. Like, Darkseer's weakness is that you get absolute free farm against Darkseer. Like, he doesn't really deny. He pushes the wave under the tower.
Where it's safe to farm, and sometimes even helps you get last hits with the Ion Shell damage.
It was taking a while, though, for the Dragon Knight.
And now he's getting Fisher plucked away from the lane. It's going to be a core Snapfire at this rate. Celery's about to hit level 3. It's a level 1 Dragon Knight, still closing in on 2, and Alk's only just got into the lane very recently.
This is not going to be good for DK.
Yeah, this Ricky's going to have a free edge in whatever matchup he ends up facing. Meanwhile, Shad is worming his way through the trees here down bottom. And Saksa putting the hurt on him. Now Courier's getting sniped up top. Seb's going to be a little disappointed with that. Is rushing the Orchid, or at least has it queued up for the moment. What a unusual start to this game.
Yeah, and it's a lot down to Saksa just following people around and trying to fissure block them away from waves.
Yeah, we saw something similar from GH in our first game.
33's
Bottom
dead.
lane, though, it is the first blood.
Sumail is TP'd for some reason.
Early rotation. Let's brawl, baby. He says, and he is going to get the kill on Shad. In fact, he doesn't have the mana for another Blink Strike. He's been given the Mango, but not in range for the follow-up. And meanwhile, Seb's gone down top. Toby might get a double. He will. So it's a 2-for-2 around the map.
And the odds not, didn't think they were 100% accurate like this.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like some hindsight, William.
Dude, I said it.
Yeah.
I did.
Not with such gusto, though.
I said it was like a 7 outgame. I said it was a strong outgame.
You did. But you didn't say the odds were that bad.
I said that they were not accurate. I thought that Viking has a much better chance than that.
Well, now Sumail is just going to lane bottom. He's staying here, and with this early level advantage, he wants to put the hurt on Celery. Can he finish him off? He's got one more Blink Strike, wants to make sure it's going to secure the kill, and in fact, he's going to get stunned under the creep camp. Pops the Fairy Fire. He's diving in. He's going all in for this kill, and he will end up going down. That's the mid hero who's now in the safe lane. That gives Boom suddenly a level 4 right back in it, and Shad's gone back to mid. The lane switch-ups continue, but giving away that early mid XP to a side lane just gets him right back in the game.
And Toby has a pretty free lane so far, and all three of the top CS all going the way of Viking. No-Tail's going to pop his stun, but I mean, this is the dream start for Viking's lineup.
Dead No-Tail. There is a stick on Seb. Has not skilled the Cold Embrace yet, though. He's just going to man up on Toby. He will get the kill, but at what cost? The boar slowing him down. There's some poison stacks available. Does pop the stick. They keep on chasing. Has Aramis overextended? Will he get the XP? He does! No-Tail gets a double kill from the grave.
It wasn't like he wanted to take that trade either on the side of Seb. Like, I don't know. He just kept fighting. I think it was pretty obvious that at the very least he was going to like die to creeps or something like that.
Well, it's starting to look pretty good for Viking. You said it's a good Alk game. It was a rough beginning for the team, but now DK free farming, doing quite well. Alk, I wouldn't say didn't start free farming, but pretty much is now. Like, does OG need to keep on mixing up these lanes, or can they salvage them?
At this point, you're sticking with the lanes that you have.
Okay.
I don't really think that you can move things around. And Alk gets a Dream Rune, too, with the Arcane. He's about to hit 6. If his team can get a manageable amount of bounty runes, you can see that the Dragon Knight's even coming in for these early ones. They want to absolutely make sure. He's going to right-click battle. He's got 2.
Oh, that's Sumail is to blink away.
They're
So
going
it's
to
going to be a
bounties.
3-for-1 with an Alk. Prognosis is concerning for OG.
Every time you pick up an Alk or a bounty rune when you're on an Alk team, like the network shift is always so funny. Like they went from 1K to 2K instantly.
Yep. Now he's got treads and 800 gold in the bank. And it will be the Radiance Rush. And meanwhile, top lane, Seb getting bullied here by Toby once again. No-Tail, yeah, he's in position with a stun. Seb, though, no TP. And he will go down. Yeah, it was still cooling down for 10 seconds. The tip's coming out. OG getting a taste of their own medicine. Though they're probably immune to it at this point.
Yeah, I don't think they set the meta for this. So they can't really complain when it happens back to them, right?
And they're diving. They're just going for more. This dual lane is just crushing OG. The feeds continue. No-Tail's going to go down again. Seb's TPing back in, but now Sox has come to clean it up. They needed this help. They're going to get it. Fissure traps them all in, and suddenly it's a Viking prison. Might be a Viking grave. Aramis, TP, cancel, and now just going to try to fight. He's going to go down. Toby also in danger. He's going to go down as well. It looks like one more auto attack. They'll get the kill. Actually, No-Tail getting one of those once again. And meanwhile, bottom lane, the push is coming. No-Tail, he's respawning. He's TPing down. They've cut the wall. They're already dropping it. 33 taking that early point. And Celery's going to pay for it with the Ion Shelled Stolen Dragon ticking him down.
Ricky
and Chad's
die,
just like, yeah, free game for me.
Yeah, Ricky did die during that time. So this is not really going very well for them.
Yep, another 1,100 gold on the Alk since that fight started top.
Yeah, timing of Radiance, by the way, like really good is anything like 12 minutes and under, you're really happy. I'd say, another kill for Viking is they grab pretty important one in 33. But I think anything around like the 12 and a half minute range is really, really good.
Soxa in pretty far here, but he'll be okay.
And he gets the dream item too to farm with.
You're just dying inside.
I mean, it's great.
All that PTSD from out games, you know.
And he's being given a clarity. So he finds an arcane rune. People are giving him clarities. He finds an Iron Talon pretty quickly.
Ice Frog just wants a game 3, okay?
Yeah. Iron Talon, it's so much better when you find it early.
Yeah, if that's like your second or third neutral item.
Yeah, and he got it like right around the 7-minute mark. So he immediately farmed a creep and it gave it to him. Like, that's the dream.
By the way, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but they've got some overlapping wards here for OG. Those came out in one of those earlier skirmishes. Not really the ideal position. And Soxa is going to get caught by the Cookie. The Roar follow-up. Can Sumail save the day? Well, maybe he'll get the counter kill, but Soxa is down. Last hit going to Seb. Is working towards the first Oblivion staff. And another Arcane
Let's
rune.
get it.
Yeah.
Remember, 12 minutes.
33 diving this bottom lane. He's dropped the wall again. He's got to be careful. These poison stacks, the dragon tick over time. 3 stacks. The stun comes through, and that's going to be the death of 33 by all likelihood. It will. So much space for Shad. He's 3,300 gold. He's going to have the relic before 10 minutes. It is looking to be a sub 12 minute easily on the Radiance.
That would be really good for them because they don't really have out counters. Like the Darkseer's okay, but they don't have damage from, I feel. Maybe I'll be proven wrong with this Wyvern being like some sick combo.
Ricky can be, but not
Orchid.
for like playing from behind. Like if the Alk's already got a plate mail when you're just getting your first like damage item.
Yeah, completely agree. And Sumail doesn't even... I think he just completed Treads. They're down 5,000 gold in 9 minutes. Like, I think this game just might be done. Not to be like a Debbie Downer or anything like that. You're going to have to pull off some real OG magic. Like, they're going to have to win purely through out-skilling them and out-team fighting them.
And it's not just the Alk. The DK is the second in terms of net worth. He just got a tower uncontested.
And then Beastmaster's right behind that.
So they're going to have Roar and a Blink DK. Like, Alk has all the setup in the world.
So all 3 of their cores had dream games. And this Alk has just, like, found item after item that benefits him. He's got a stack right here.
God, he's getting the best creeps, too.
Yeah, so, like, 12
Mud Golems, Satyrs.
Is normally when we see it, and he's going to get it much, much faster than that.
Yeah, it's going to be like a 10.5, 11-minute radiance at this rate.
Once he gets the bounty runes, if he gets like a...
It's going to be a fight top, though. Roar comes out from Toby onto Soxa. He tries to run away. The disruptions there might actually buy OG time to set up on him, but Sumail taking a lot of damage from this purge.
Get the bounty rune.
Celery used the Mortimer's Kisses, but it got instantly canceled. Sumail's going back in for it, and now going on to Aramis. He has the stick. He's got another Blink Strike. Can he possibly get this kill? He might just be able to. He's going all in. YOLO! Nope, never mind. He's backing away. Dangerously low. He's
going to get the other bounty rune?
No, it's already been taken.
All right, so Alk has Radiance at like 10 minutes.
He's like, whatever, guys.
Actually,
Thanks.
he's had Radiance. So he had like a 9-minute, like 40-second Radiance or something.
And
top of that.
now the Blink on DK. Like the 2 strongest heroes in the game are not even fighting at the moment. And they can.
1,000 gold on top of that, by the way. In case you were concerned about how well
they found Sumail on the retreat. They've got the Sentry Ward there, but nice job dodging away with the tricks of the trade. Will be able to make it out.
Now it's a 7,000 gold.
It's like watching a slot machine, not a game of Dota. You know?
He has almost 3 times Sumail's farm at 10 minutes. Just, you know, if you're counting.
Well, clearly you are.
I am, because I'm really interested in this Alk. Because I want to see a game 3. I love OG.
I want to see a game 3, but I want to see a little more battling first, and we might just get that with the TP coming in top. No Tail arrives. Decent amount of damage with the Centaur Chainstun. They're going to drop the wall as well, but there's the defensive disruption. Toby has the Roar, lets it go into 33. Great use by Seb of the Splinter Blast, brings them all low. They've isolated him. They're going to bring down the DK. Now the Curse comes through. It's a really good one. Connects on to, will get a follow-up kill. Shad's come in. He wants to fight. They're going to swap him under the tower, but with the Splatter Blast, they might have to run away. That's definitely not the name of that ability. Soxa under the tower, almost dead, not quite. OG are pulling out the magic. They've got 3. It's about to be 4. They stun up Shad. Surely he's not just going to walk in and kill them all. He gets 1.
He's getting, he doesn't have his ulti anymore, so he's got to be a little bit careful. But, I mean, they did do the kite job on him.
He was really late to that fight. I feel like if they want to take that, they should bring him in sooner.
Oh, yeah. He's got so much more net worth than everybody else in the game. There's no reason for him not to participate at this point. Normally, you usually wait for, like, a BKB or his second item before your Alk gets involved.
It's some wing-on-wing action here, and it looks like the green flapping one is a little bit stronger than the blue. Seb not going anywhere.
And that's his spree. 460 gold, as if Viking did not need any more gold.
Aramis, though, in the mid lane, getting caught out here by Sumail. The Fissure blocks him in. Got to be careful not to start hemorrhaging these kills. Will go down. Soxa still a long way to the Blink, though. And they're just straight into the Roche pit. There is no wall for 10. There's a curse up. I mean, maybe they can fight, but I don't think they'll get there in time. Yeah, this Roche is just dead. DD. That's going to be a heart on Shad probably before OG can take their next fight. Here's the smoke, and it's just a little too late. Do they fight anyway? They may just say screw it.
I think they're going to say screw it and fight
This
anyways.
is OG after all.
Yeah. This seems like their play.
And it's right onto the Dragon Knight, who immediately blocks away. They get up the Fissure. They drop the wall under the tower. They're trying to dive a Dragon Knight at a tier 1. The Cookie pushes him up and away, but the Curse comes through, connects on 3, also locks that DK down, so that's going to secure 2 kills immediately. For now, the Alchemist does not have Chemical Rage. He's still strong. He's still tanky and marching in on 4 of them, ushering them away. Sumail blinks out, but he blinks into the waiting arms of that Alchemist. He blinks away again, and he burns to death before he can get out. He'll fall. A 2-for-1, but with all the big ults down, and now a 2-for-2 with Aramis chasing, surely they just walk down mid. They'll be looking for the tier 1.
Plus they have a save in the Shadow Demon, so as long as he's behind the Alk, he's going to get some Radianced up illusions.
Heart is coming in also on the Courier.
Okay, cool. So we talked about how he needed like a 12-minute Radiance, so then he gets like a 14-minute Radiance Heart. No problem. Just, you know,
he's going to have more net worth than the entire OG team in just a few minutes at this rate.
Yeah. He's pretty close.
And meanwhile, 33 down bottom does get caught out here. While they're pushing mid, they're looking for some extra objectives. He worms his way into the trees. Can they get the vision for the disruption? Trapped. He's got a vacuum. And during that moment, oh, the swap out from No Tail. Good save. Gets 33 back to safety, but it is going to cost him his life in all likelihood. Sumail coming in as well. There's the Cloud. Rotation over from Toby. Now needs the tricks of the trade and blink out of there. No Tail's trying to stay in range to let him do it, but the creep wave's arrived, and during that time, No Tail will drop. Celery now chasing out Sumail. Gets him with the Scatter Blast. Follow-up Cookie. And Echo, decent, gets them one. Not enough to kill off these tankier cores, though. Alk is slowly working his way into this fight. Now he's arrived, but he's being turned against Boom. The stun revved up, does get it off. I mean, every fight, it's like Shad is just... The team is not working together with him.
No, they're fighting without him. It's a little bit weird, considering how strong he is. Like, look at this. He's so strong that he can farm in front of them, and... OG don't even want to chase him, and they're not taking advantage of that, and Toby might actually die to this. The Radiance up out. He's still going to burn
the illusion, gets the bounty, or does he make it out? Oh, that's some value right now. Shad's like, thanks, brother.
Please play around, Shad. This is your way of winning. He has almost like the combined net worth of all 3 cores on the side of OG.
It's not that he's going to die in all likelihood. It's that the rest of the team will die, and then they're going to feed an advantage back.
He has so much net worth. Just play around this man.
This beefy goblin man. Time to walk down mid.
He's so incredibly farmed.
Tell me more.
I mean, this has been a dream game. I underestimated this.
The alcheming is happening.
Yeah.
I see you're pulling out the calculator.
I just want to make sure that I know when he has eclipsed the net worth of all 3 cores.
So when you checked, it was 17.4K. He's at 16.4. He's so close.
He's 1,000 gold away from having all 3 net worths on the side of OG.
I mean, how much gold do they get if he dies? That's what I'm wondering.
His streak isn't insane.
Yeah.
Which is one upside, but with the Aegis and the Heart, OG, I mean, they've got to be scrambling for ways to deal with this guy.
They're going to swap him in. They have the silence. They lock him down. They kill him once. He does have the Chemical Rage. Will he get it off, though? They've got so much stun. The Echo Slam not ready. He's got to time this just right. No, he got off the Chemical Rage. He's under the tower, though. Very deep. They drop the wall. They're working him down to about half HP, but it's that second half.
They brought him back again.
They've got him. Stun him.
Oh, my God.
They burst him. They kill him. Viking, not like this. No, Alki doesn't have buyback. They're all crumbling. It's 3 heroes. It's going to be 4. Oh, it's the Beastmaster, too. The lone survivor, Celery, and his stupid oatmeal raisin cookies. That's not good. Not good at all.
I can't believe that just happened. He got way too cocky, and he got swapped into tier 3 towers. They don't care about your Aegis at that point. He doesn't have a BKB, which I think is honestly a little bit of a mistake.
That was like, I feel like we could see like the train wreck happening in slow motion. As soon as the swap, you're just like, uh-oh. This guy's not as tanky as he thinks he is. Had not completed the AC yet.
Aramis got Winner's Curse during that time, so he couldn't get close enough to disrupt his Alchemist.
Like, I mean, OG's fight execution has been great, and I mean, really throughout all their matches this tournament. It's sometimes like their fight selection feels a little cocky, but the way they managed to pull these things off is truly remarkable.
I really don't think Viking should have been in this position, though. Like that bottom dive where they fought without their Alk after he had Aegis and Heart. And then when they finally fight with him, he just ran in really deep, gets swapped in.
And he was so close to AC. Like, that's like 30 seconds of farming to complete it.
Yeah, now they've caught up in quite a big way. And honestly, they're just outplaying them. In terms of where this game should actually be at, I would have said, for most teams, I'd say this would be unwinnable.
So that was, what, like a 4K gold swing or something?
Yeah, it was pretty significant.
Wow, it put the win probability down to 50-50.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
We went from like, what, 75%?
Yeah.
To 1% in favor of Viking. Okay.
Well, you wanted OG Magic. They're close to delivering.
I really thought if they somehow do this one I felt like
I still think they have to have at least one more like total outplay fight.
They have to completely wipe them without losing anybody. Then they'd be like.
Then they can probably just win fight straight up.
Smel's gonna run into Shad here.
Shad, they find him. He doesn't have the chemical rage. He gets silenced. The wall gets dropped. The cookie's there. There's the disruption. This time they can look to turn it around. His silence is gonna wear off. Gets off the chemical rage. Now the roar, locking on Sumail. Here comes the Mortimer's kisses onto Sumail, working him down. The Echo Slam committed, but it's on just an Alchemist. That's not the ult you want out of Saksa. They lose their Ricky. Saksa now on the run. The fight is a total mess for OG. They just have to get out. And this is what we were talking about. Just play around the Alk.
They got the disrupt on the Alk. That's what makes the fight different.
They're also not fighting under tier 4, so that helps too.
If you get the disrupt on the Alk, I don't think you can burst him down. They did a really admirable job of that, but they blew everything to try to take him out before the rest of his team could get there.
I mean, you really have to.
Yes, 100%. I mean, they echo, they use the Orchid.
He is closing in on the blink, so I mean, like the difference also in that fight is Saksa just couldn't find a great like follow-up because of his lack of mobility.
They might actually get 4 bounty runes here on the side of Viking if No Tail doesn't sneak this one.
No Tail, little ninja mission. They're chasing the wrong way. He just somehow grabs the bounty rune, looks to get out. There's no cookie to give pursuit, and while that's happening, Toby's being dealt with by 33. No Tail, space created at least, but looks like he's going to go down in the end. Committed the dragon form. Not sure if they're going to be able to do much with that. But yeah, Shaker Blink online. You do have this huge Wombo combo potential, you know, from OG. The Curse Vacuum Echo special with the cloud over the top. So Viking are going to have to be careful not to overgroup.
This game isn't completely over yet by any means. It's only 8k gold. Somehow OG have brought back a lot of this. It's just the Alk that's 20,000 net worth. He's got 1,000 GPM right now, LD.
And this is with like the slightly sloppy play from Viking earlier. He's still
with that
fat.
death.
Yeah.
And Boom really wants to see if there's a ward up there, and there is, but
they're scared. Showing some respect for OG.
They don't want to. You don't want to just like stand under a ward for a really low, prolonged period of time.
Does OG make a move now with that blink? Trying to get some vision back. No Tail doing what he can here in the jungle. For the moment, it's Viking on the move. They're going to breathe fire out the mid lane. They don't have the Elder Dragon form. Boom, waiting 30 seconds for that. All about the Roche, it seems. Smoke of their own. OG on the prowl. Trying to get control of the pit, but there's always going to be hawks flying by. Tough to maintain it. And in the end, neither team will end up fighting. Oh, Viking favored, but only slightly. Here comes another smoke. Round 2. They know there's no vision here. No Tail's done an admirable job of dewarding. They're going to try to use this offensive ward. Looking for Toby. Fissure comes through. Follow-up Enchant Totem is there with the silence. A quick assassination.
They've got a
looking for more. The Dragon Knight just drove by into the smoke cloud. He gets punished for it, but here come the Mortimer's Kisses, forcing out the Venge death. And now Sumail, the blinks away, just dodges out from the cookie. Still the pursuit. Slow down there from the Scatterblast, and Shad is charging him, but these clouds can prove a nuisance. Good dodge. Is he going to stun himself? He stuns both of them, mutually assured destruction, except one of them's a lot tankier than the other, so it ends up being a 3-for-1 with a buyback on the Dragon Knight.
Is Roche up?
Not yet.
They need to get this Roche on the side of Viking because they use both core buybacks. All of a sudden, there is a way for OG to win. If they kill either of those cores, there is a BKB now on Shad, so he shouldn't go down so easily just getting chain-kited.
And the way they've been killing him is with the Bloodthorn on Seb, but now you've got a solution for that.
Yeah, unless they just perma-lock him down. But that's where the disruption should pay off. And Seb is going to just Bloodthorn him, TP out.
With the pack leader Zara following him around. So a little bit of extra damage, courtesy of 33. They'd have all their ultimates, so it does feel like OG could still try for that big team fight and contest this Roche.
Yes, and I think they want to. Like, Viking are now being very careful because now they're in some sort of weird nightmarish hell fuel situation where they're no longer winning fights dominantly, and I think they should be pretty confused because I am too. There's a good amount of team fight on their side. They've got a save. They've got 2 tanky cores alongside this Alk. Good control, so many different stuns, and yet that setup, by the way, in base, you saw Notel ping like crazy. He's telling Saksa, like, right here, this is where I'm going to swap him. Immediately lines him up with a stun. It's really well done overall by them. I mean, you expect that kind of coordination from these guys.
I mean, this has to be like a, Beethoven-level symphony from OG to kill this Alk and win a team fight.
Yes.
Let's see if they can do it. I don't know if that's an adjective, by the way, but
I like
now it is.
It is now.
Mozart's overrated.
True.
Uh-oh, I just offended some people. All right, into the pit we go. Shad, he's looking for the Roshan. They do know this is happening. No-tail, quick wave of terror.
Can't give this up, I think, if you're OG.
And
you really don't want to.
How do they start it? The fissure, just a little chip. I mean, look at the positioning. Aramis up on the cliff with sentries around him and an ob, so like you can't sneak up on him with the Ricky.
And they have the vision advantage with the Hawk too, and the Boars. Like they look at this like line of sentries that they have everywhere.
It's the great wall of vision.
No supports will get gone on in this position.
Famous last words. We'll see. No tail. Just marching in again. He says, "Take me."
What?
Take me? Well, they'll do that. Then they'll just kill the illusion immediately. So
he's probably gonna buy back, right?
Yeah.
He died so that they could get.
Oh, Paladin sword.
He literally died so that he could try to hit this sentry, and it's just outside the range.
Better him than somebody else, though. If he dies again,
books. Here we go.
That could be it. And looks like they have the edge now in the D-Ward battle.
Still not sure how they're going to stop this Alk from just hitting.
Sumail trying to push out this lane, but while it's happening, the Roche is slowly being worked down. They're very hesitant on Viking, even with that great protection. And in fact, they're going to go for the offensive play instead. They have a BKB on this Dragon Knight. Seb's getting blown up. Seb is dead. He's got the buyback. He'll use it immediately, TPing into the outpost. They have that.
This will be No-Tail's death too?
Here's the disruption, though, and there's the dieback. Seb's going to be too late to the fight, it looks like. How can they possibly... I mean, even for OG, even with the OG magic and all that, how do you get the jump here? You don't have your swap initiation.
And now it's 15k
They do have the blink on 33.
Sumail actually poked Roche.
I mean, Alk doesn't have BKB. This is probably like your best chance to kill him. No Chemical Rage for 20. Might just want to wait if you're Viking.
Yes. 40 seconds on this venge. Just time it.
Just wait. But he just can't resist. They see that they're getting burnt by the Radiant, so they know he's right there.
Don't do it, OG. This is not where you win the game.
Viking, they want to go for it.
They're playing with fire
No
here.
BKB for 15. They're thinking about it.
They're doing some
They're
weird
thinking
dance.
about it. Chad, he gets stunned once. He gets silenced up. He needs that disruption. He'll get it to the Echo Slam. It's a swing and a miss from Saksa. I don't know if they can take the fight now. This Alk is so damn strong. Cookie forward. Really confident move as Viking slash him up. Should be able to burn him down. No, they're going to go back for 33.
That Alk illusion is doing a lot.
On their side. The Alk illusion is doing a decent job of it, but it's still a power play up on the high ground. Again, the disruptions. Aramis making huge plays to keep his cores alive. The blink out from Toby. Sumail goes for him. He's tired of this pesky Shadow Demon. No-Tail will score the kill.
The Alk illusion is still in there.
The Alk, he's trying to fight Sumail. He will kill him off, and yes, he's down for the count as well. No-Tail now juking through the trees. The swap tries to stall, walks towards the pit. A slow and steady march towards death, and death is his. He's been granted that sweet relief. Still, Shad walking in. BKB's up again. Chemical Rage in 2. It's going to be another death for the Ricky. Out for 80 seconds. He just bought back. OG body after body. But Viking, just the machine that keeps on chewing them up and spitting them out.
And for Viking, the game plan is now simple. Get this Aegis cheese and just run down lanes. All the buybacks in the world have been used from OG. The only person, they actually have 2 buybacks, but it's the heroes
that aren't particularly like
you want it on the Ricky or the Wyvern.
Yeah, like a Darkseer buyback, you only get 1 wall.
Yes,
you probably only get 1 back
fighters.
Yeah,
but that is an Aegis on Boom. I think he correctly surmises that the Alk is not really that easy to kill, and he has the support of the Shadow Demon who's got an Aether Lens.
At the risk of jinxing them, I have to say Aramis feels like the MVP of this game for me right now. Those disruptions have completely turned it.
Yes. And Shad is finally playing with his team. I think he got ahead of himself and told his team, I'm unkillable. Doesn't matter what happens. I can just sit here and attack. And he's finally given up on he dropped the Radiance because he's afraid of the wall. That illusion has done more for OG than I think like No-Tail has. The Radianced up illusion got like 2 kills in that last fight.
And it just zones them back so much. It prevents the blinks of the DK and the Beastmaster. But soon he's going to have Abyssal. Cheese as well up on Shad. And still the Aegis on the DK. So lots of second chances here for a team that already has good saves and a lot of sustain. OG on their last legs, a 19k gold deficit. The win probability back up to like 85-ish, something along those lines. And here comes the smoke. They're striking south. Boom out in front. 33 thinks about taking the high ground and decides that is a bridge too far. He'll back away.
That is not the play.
Dragon Knight with the big ol' wraparound, and now they're getting slowly caged down on this bottom side of the map. Everybody scatters. OG likely to all just TP out momentarily. Seb's going in. He wants to fight, but they're really down a few. I don't know if this is going to work out for Seb. He is in deep, and he is damn dead. Doesn't get the Aramis kill. No, it looks like he'll be okay. Saksa trying to cut waves. I mean, they're stalling, I suppose, but at some point the push is going to come.
I think it's going to come now. Just march yourselves down that lane. Don't give OG openings. This team is dangerous when you give them time. And Sumail trying to get his BKB does have it now. That'll be huge for him. The chain stuns were so miserable for him to play against.
It seems like they're lacking for damage at this point. You know, he gets a BKB, but who's he killing? The 23 armor DK? The 23 armor Alk? Both of these heroes with like 3 to 4k HP, evasion, BKB. It's tough. They'll need the perfect team fight.
They're gonna need some sort of like vac wall into 5-man Echo or 4-man Echo. Well,
Yeah.
I'll be reasonable. 4-man Echo, vac wall.
Yeah, but if one of those heroes is not the Shadow Demon and he just disrupts the, you know, the Alk, probably fight over.
Don't be a party pooper, LD.
I'm a realist, okay?
And they're gonna do some lane maintenance first. OG is just trying to buy time right now.
Lane maintenance.
Yeah, I heard Cap use that term.
Some
and I liked it.
gardening.
To just, you know, make sure that all your lanes are in a good...
Unclog the toilets,
Indeed.
you know?
He's got the cleave.
What's like the replacing the light bulbs of lane maintenance? Like killing off a couple of trees?
Yeah.
Stacking a camp? All right. Enough with this analogy. Good scan by OG. They strike pay dirt. They detect some Vikings infesting their jungle. But it's one thing to know they're there and another thing to try and go for them. And now there's a gem on Boom. So they've got a way to deal with the Riki. Oh, is Viking going to push? Are they content to just keep on farming?
I'm not really sure what they're waiting for. Maybe... I think they have buybacks now, right?
Alk just bought an Ags for someone,
no,
I believe.
They're all just buying out. Everyone in the game is just buying out right now.
Who are you giving this first Ags to? DK?
The DK one's okay. The Shadow Demon one's really good because it has the break mechanic too.
Bottom.
Oh, Sumail popped his BKB.
Committee BKB. He's diving under the tower. Oh, he's going to get roared, and he's so screwed now.
He has no buyback. He has no buyback.
Sumail with the purge. He goes in again, just being kited and laughed at.
Okay, so now
Viking get the kill, but meanwhile,
wait, what?
Space created. Shad's just gone down top.
Why was Shad there by himself? Yo, Shad also doesn't have buyback. If Sumail hadn't died
Sumail
there,
gets the last laugh off of that. You take that trade every day of the week.
I don't really know what happened, but neither core has buyback. And in a 4-on-4, I think I actually favor OG.
Yeah, especially when you remove the Alk from the table.
Yes. They still have Aegis, I believe, on the Dragon Knight, but the buyback game is very similar. They've got a gem now on him. In fact, he doesn't have the Aegis anymore. He just...
They might even know he doesn't have buyback because he has this Ags in his inventory. I think it got delivered before he died.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll see, though. They're smoking up. They want to take a fight here. And Viking looking to defend. The Dragon form's going to wear off.
All Shad has to do is play with his team.
But that would be boring.
Or stay for buyback.
Oh, look for the initiation here. No tail. Creeping in. Oh. Gonna get the vac. Oh, just manages to jump away in time. Held onto the vacuum. Now backing off. So OG narrowly missing another kill opportunity.
Well done by Viking. They know something is afoot. I think they also correctly surmise that they're not going to win a 4-on-4 fight.
And the good news for Viking is OG can't steal a Roche because it's not up yet.
This game's stressing me out, LD.
This is Dota at its finest.
So, we have learned through evidence that Shad cannot 1v4. He gets perma'd still.
And that's never going to change. It only gets
EST.
easier the longer the game goes on.
So the triple charge. Just keep ulting everyone you see.
It's so annoying to play, like, really any carry, but especially any melee carry versus this. I guess Ricky's probably not the worst in that regard, but still frustrating. Seb's hunting, though. He's got the Shadow Blade, but the gem initiation, he was quick on the trigger. Boom gets the stun. They get the kill. Seb has buyback and may need to use it. We'll see. As Aramis starts hunting towards bottom, he gets the Purge off on Sumail. Quick TP out. Oh, he didn't BKB first. They get the disruption on him. Now he's in trouble. He's getting abyssal up and just almost immediately finished off. Now the BKB,
BKBs.
but it's too late.
I think that's a mistake.
Is it the EU ping?
He has buyback. He could have just... I thought he was just saving it, and then he dies, whatever. Like, I'll buy back and I'll have BKB. But instead, now he's going to have to buy back without BKB against a bunch of stuns. The Shadow Demon Purge just got a ton better.
Oh, they're going straight on mid. Long last Viking. It's 36 minutes in. They had a 23k gold advantage. It's been a big lead for some time.
Yeah, absurdly enough, this is the first racks that they might actually take. And Shad is towards bottom, so Boom is going to head over here.
They're looking for the jump. It's Boom who leads the charge, gets the stun, onto No-Tail.
There's a
Purge coming through on Soxo. That's going to prevent any sort of Echo Slam initiation. They work him down with the Mortimer's Kisses. He might die under the fountain. No-Tail with the Swamp just to try to keep him alive. The supports managed to retreat, but it cost them a lane of racks, a ranged down mid as well. And now buyback-wise, we're looking at 9 out of 10 buybacks. The lone man who does not have it is the biggest hoss in town in Shad, but he's about to farm it up. Unless he buys another eggs for his team.
Look at the respect that they're giving OG. I feel like a lot of other teams, you would just go for it.
No, Boom's going for it, but very carefully. Very carefully.
He's got BKB.
They want to go for this. It looks like Soxa, he's really hanging around. But there's so much sitting behind Boom. He has the cheese. He's got the BKB if he's quick. Too risky. And he's not... Shad's not going to save for buyback. It looks like he's going towards another Ags.
No one's saving for buyback here. They're all just...
8 heroes are. For the moment. Shad's going to get caught. He's stunned up. He didn't get off the BKB. He's up down to about half health. The Echo Slam comes through. A heavy commitment, but there's the disruption. Aramis can turn the tides. Round 2 with Shad a lot stronger, abyssaled up and just charging on to that Earthshaker. Finishes him off on the side of the fight. Sumail trying to work down the Beastmaster. The curse on the Alk, but nothing to hit him during this time. They're losing so many bodies. They've used all their ultimates. OG still trying to fight on, but Alk at full HP. Boom at full HP with the cheese. I don't know if they're getting any kills here. OG shredded. That's 4 dead. 2 more buybacks thrown into the meat grinder. They chase 33 off to the left. The cookie's there. Well timed by Celery. Gets the stun. Now the bash coming through. But Sumail turns it with the cloud. They're locking him down. He's a bit isolated. Can they get the kill? Backing over the cliff. Now the Mortimer's Kisses to salvage. There's 33 down. That's a dieback. Sumail down. Make it a double dieback. Now they're going to lose the Wyvern. It's 4 dead. Probably more like 8. And OG will tap out.
And Shad was correct. He did get the money for buyback after he killed pretty much everybody on the enemy team. But he was right. if he has the SD disrupt for him, he will not die. So he's like, screw it, I'm just going to buy